This is a quick blog video for September 11th, 2015. Just huge number of changes this week. Lots more new patterns and also fixes to older patterns. You can see the euro dollar here, small 10 pip profit, 15 pip profit. We have about an 8 pip loss, followed by about a 25 pip profit. Here's the, let's take a look at it for the previous day. You can, Wednesday there was a small profit here. We have about a 25-30 pip profit here, 10 pip profit, huge 35-40 pip profit. Looks like we lost about 6 pips here, and that's real key to trading. Small losses, bigger wins. Try to have wins on average that are 1.5 to 2 times bigger than your losses. Here's a beautiful little double bottom that resulted in 10, 20, 35 pips. There's no more, fortunately, trades that day. Even with over 2,500 patterns, I am making each pattern extremely strict and looking for pretty much exhaustion. So if in this case it's a counter trend trade, the market's going up, nice little double top here. The buying is over before we look to sell. And in this case, we didn't make much, probably about 3 or 4 pips, but it sure beats having a loss. And if you can avoid a series of 3 to 5 losses in a row, you can do very well as a trader. Here we have about a 1 pip profit on the first one, 4 pip loss on the second, and then followed by a 45 pip win at the end, and then we're entered right here. We're out at the close of the bar, 29 pip profit right there. Here's the pound. Thursday night, small 15 to 20 pip profit, probably 12 pip loss, followed by a 12 pip win, so that win got rid of the loss, and then we're left with about a 10 pip profit here. I think the Australian yen did pretty well Friday. And one of the things I look for is narrow range patterns, and anytime this is an interesting pattern here where 75 bars back, it's in a very tight, less than I think 30 pip range, and then over the last 20 bars, it's in a very, very tight range inside of the longer term tight range. So this is kind of like a narrow range pattern inside a narrow range pattern, and that one led to a pretty huge 40 pip win. And let me just show you the results for the week, back testing, or not actually back testing, but all the trades. This is Friday, 321 pips, 60% winning. And again, the real key is having bigger wins and losses. I shoot for trades that are going to do 16 to 20 pips, and sometimes the average win is higher than that, and I want to keep my average loss under 8 pips. So I want a 2-to-1 win versus loss ratio, and I hope to have over 50% winning. Some days it's as high as 70 or 75%. 80% is usually the highest. I think there was one day out of the last 2 years it was 100%, but you're never normally going to get that. Here's Thursday. It did better, 458 pips, but lower winning percentage. 23 pips average win, 6 pip average loss. Another 400 pip plus day, 67% winning. And I have this sorted in a different way. Let me sort it by high to low so we can see what the win-loss ratio is. There we go. We have 18 pip average win, 6 pip average loss. And then I think this must be Tuesday. 388 pips, 64% winning. And again, 3 times bigger win than loss. And that's the real key. I don't know if you've seen our Forex blog a few months ago, but usually we were getting about 16 to 20 trades back then. As you can see, there is 34 pips right now, or I'm sorry, 34 trades. And then here's Sunday. I always mark the new week with a little line. And this day had 26 trades, which is really good on a Sunday. 306 pips, 73% winning, and again 18 pip, almost 19 pip average win, less than 8 pip average loss. So if you're getting 2-to-1 win-loss rates and 45 to 50% winning, you're going to do well trading. And these stats obviously are done, and I've said this many times, at the end of the day after I fix some of the older patterns that are bad, usually 3 to 5 of them, and also add 5 or 6 new patterns. So I'm actually trading this live with my own money right now. It's obviously not making this many pips, but many days it's making 50 to 125 pips. And the losses tend to be much, much smaller than that. But that's it for today's Forex blog, and we may release a new version this week. If we do, it'll be 5.040, and I'll do another blog next week. Probably put in another 100 changes this week. Each week, the older patterns that are giving us trouble are getting fixed, and we're putting in new patterns, which I tend to now backtest before I add them. If they need more rules, I add more rules. If they don't work, I don't put them in. Some trades or ideas, backtest extremely well, and other ones are absolute disasters. So going forward, the newer ones I put in the last 3 months tend to work very well into the future.